Grasso Bolo 3. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Blades. So I have one of my most favorite knives. This is the Grasso Bolo. This is the first production run from Bark River Knives. If you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of Bark River Knives. I have the 2. I'm sorry, I have the 3. I also have the 2. And there's also a 1, which is a little bit smaller than this. So if you can find them, I suggest you buy them. I've had these in my collection quite some time, and I use them a lot for what we're doing out here. I'm in the Adirondacks Mountains. I'm just doing some trail clearing, and we're doing a little, putting some cameras up. There's bear season coming, deer season coming, so we clear all those trails, make sure that the camera's up, see what we're looking at, that kind of thing. And I kind of use one of these. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about this design, but I also usually pair it up with some type of straight edge. Again, this is Bark River. This is one of my favorites. I think this is the Bravo 2. All right, really, really nice blade. What they do is they use Mike Stewart. Mike Stewart is the owner of Bark River Knives. He got together with a gentleman named Mike Grasso, and he designed this. All right, this is the largest one again, and this is the second one. Now, any type of bolo or leaf shaped knife, you would be tempted to sort of use this sweet spot right here when you're doing all your cutting. But ideally, what this was designed for was to cut back here. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but there's reasons for that. There's merits for that. There's a lot of weight up at the tip. And if you're going to, let's say, roll or cut a piece of wood, what you want is it's sort of like a pendulum. It'll sort of come down this way, and no matter how you cut, it will always cut heavier on that blade when you hit the back of it. All right, this sort of has like a nice leaf but flat spot here, sort of like on a baseball bat. You know, you hit that sweet spot. And I can tell you, if I already used this a couple times in the field, I'll roll that footage in now.
I'm chipping this like, I'm hitting this chip like a gorilla, and it's still not working.
And what that allows me to do is with this high grind, I don't know if you could see that high grind right there, that is a convex grind, but it's very, very thin, and it doesn't even get, it hardly gets even thick at the end. So it's a very large sweeping grind, which allows us to bite in very deep, especially with these heavy knives. Again, Bark River makes them in a little bit smaller. This is the 2, if you can find the 2. This is an excellent survival knife. Out of all the knives, I think this is probably one of the best. This is in my survival kit most of the time, and it does come with an excellent sheath. These leather sheaths are made really, really nice. It's a slip-in design, as you can see there. It slips in from the top, and it does have a button snap, and then at the belt, you can put this on your belt. All right, probably accepts up to a 4-inch, almost 3-inch belt. And I also have one, for the larger knife. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the woods, we're going to do a little bit of chopping, and then we'll do some splitting. So I have my little helper with me today. This is my son Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi.
All right, he's going to help me go to the log of truth. Again, we have a pretty hefty log right here. This is a down dead piece of wood that I've been kind of chewing on with a bunch of different knives. It is a dead piece of wood, so don't mind chewing it up too much. Let me set up the camera real quick. All right, I do recommend that you use some type of lanyard, all right, on this, because Bark River Knives has a tendency to make sure that this is very, very slick. They use some type of shellac, and it looks shiny and nice, but it is a little bit slick. All right, so what I'm going to do is just make it a little tight. I'm just going to use, again, like I said, there should be a sweet spot back here where the weight of the knife actually lets it do its job. All right, so all right, very, very nice. You can see it cuts in quite deep. Then I'm going to make my cross cut chips. Nice, nice. All right, very, very deep cuts. I'm hardly even doing that much. All I'm doing is a little bit of flip. So I'm doing a little bit of this type of thing. All right, which gives me that little flip. All right, and again, because this is a dead piece of wood, it makes it a little bit harder.
And it also makes me do that with my axe.
It's true.
And also be careful, chips are flying everywhere.
They are flying everywhere. That's a sign of a good knife.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty good chips. Again, it's about 70 degrees out here. Hard dead wood, pretty hard to cut. And again, this is, I believe, A2 steel. I don't see any chipping or deformation. Let's do my one cut test. All right.
Yep.
All right, guys, so I already used the sapling for something else, but I'm going to try to do it a little bit lower. Okay, as you can see, the sapling's not that thick. And my one cut test just basically means that if I get the right angle, I should be able to cut through this in one shot. So here we go. All right, not too bad. All right, that was probably a little bit me, but you can see how it's pretty deep, right? So, all right, so two, maybe 2.5, but again, very, very, very good cuts. And again, on the way out, we'll probably cut some smaller stuff just to show you how easy this type of stuff works. All right, so, you know, very, very.
And your one cut pass was another 3 like the other one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a one hit.
I'm gonna take about a 2-inch round. Probably not gonna be a problem. Just gonna take this and split it in half. This definitely has enough to get it done. So, little batoning. Yep, like I said, no issue whatsoever. Try to hit it again, get it another nice good split. There you go.
Same
all right.
thing as your first cut.
Yep, no problems at all. And then again, what I like to do is I do a little bit of a snap cuts just to see if I can make some kindling here. Doesn't seem like a problem. And then if I want to use a little bit of a draw knife, all right, so no problem at all. Let's see if I can get it. Some on this side. Some people want to do feather sticks. I don't
That
see it.
looks like a steak.
Yeah, so feather sticking doesn't seem to be that much of a trouble, although this is a very heavy knife to do feather sticks. You can definitely do it. Okay. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Would I recommend this? Yes. The biggest problem you're gonna have now is trying to find one. All right, these Bolos are not easy to find. The last one I saw was on eBay. I happen to have these a couple of years ago, obviously, because it says the first production run, and I've been using it ever since, and I absolutely love this knife. I'm probably gonna make one of my own, so stay tuned for that. Go to threeriverblades.com if you're interested in a handmade custom knife. Check out all the knives that I have up there. Also, if you want to become a Patreon member, it'll only cost you $1 a month. And you get to watch content like this before anybody else, and you get a shout out and all kinds of thanks and all that kind of good stuff. If you want to do it free, very simply, just like, subscribe, share, add a comment down below, share it with your friends. Also, check all the links that I have down below for my other channels, Three River Kydex and Three Rivers Survival. Thank you very much, guys, and as always, stay safe.